Hello everyone and welcome back to the beautiful Lake District. It's great to have you all with me once again, and if you're a new viewer to the channel, welcome to A Cumbrian Lad Outdoors. And if you haven't already, please do consider hitting that subscribe button and helping me out. I like to think that I do make some pretty decent wild camping videos for you all. Today we are out in the Langdales. The destination for tonight's wild camp is Pike Stickle via Loft crag. Just down there is National Trust Langdale, and there does seem to be some kind of event going on. There's a bit of music going on and people walking around in some rather fetching outfits, shall we say. I believe that is one of those two is Loft crag. Pike Stickle's a bit further on. We've got the Garmin Phoenix Pro 7 on the go, keeping me on the straight and narrow. So enough yakking for now. We're on the trail. Let's get a few miles underfoot and see what views today opens up for us. By actually is a steep one. Fleece is off, as you can see. It's a good job there's a bit of a breeze just to cool me down, but as always with the steep ones, the views always open up nicely. At the moment we've still got a bit of sun, but it is starting to cast long shadows already. The Langdales is always stunning, but particularly at this time of year. There you go. Few steep. I've just reached the first point where I can take a proper break. First bit of flat spot for ages. A lovely view of Blee Tarn and Side Pike there. Got Windermere just peeking into view. Beautiful, man. And with that wind comes the cold. Now I've stopped, I'm really starting to feel the chill in the air. But once I get going again, I'll warm up very quickly. We are just on the final push towards the first summit of the day, which is Loft crag. And we seem to be in a little bit of no man's land at the minute. We've just and so got Windermere in view, but I'm between a few mountains here and we're just following this path here. That being said, it has given me a little bit of respite from that wind. It got to the point where I'm umming and ahhing about putting my my thin fleece back on, but for the moment I think I'm fine without it. Just gonna have a couple of minutes here, take on board some water, and then we'll push on to the first summit of the day. And here we go, first summit of the day. Loft crag. Done and boshed. Yet another one off the list. And I've got to be brutally honest, guys, up until now I really wasn't enjoying this one. That first bit of the climb is brutal, man. Cracking views down the Mickleden Valley. Blee Tarn clearly visible now, as is Windermere and Coniston. Beautiful. The temperature really is starting to dip now. I'm a bit reluctant to put my fleece on until I've finished the final ascent up to Pike Stickle, because I know that's going to get my blood pumping and I'm going to be warm. Knackered. And shortly after Loft crag is the second summit of the day, Pike Stickle. Done and boshed it, mate. And look at this weather starting to come in now. Look at that mist getting bounced off the face at Pike Stickle. Now it is my first time up here. And at the minute there's not looking like there's many places to pitch the tent. Might get on there, but that will be right in amongst the wind, which, as you can hear, is picking up quite strongly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and get the rucksack off. I'm going to get my fleece on, take on some water, and then make a decision on where I'm going to pitch for the night. Well, I've descended back down Pike Stickle and I'm just below Loft crag now. You can see the weather really is starting to come in and get very overcast, and that wind sure is picking up. As I've been tracing my steps back, I'm keeping my eyes out for a pitch for the tent for the night. But if I'm completely honest with you guys, as I always am, whether it be on my camps or review videos or whatever I'm doing, I'm really not feeling this one for some reason. I really wanted to get out, but at the minute I'm really not in the mood for a solo at all. So I've got all my kit with me, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to retrace my steps back down. Normally I keep an eye out for pitches on the way up, but I guess I've been a bit distracted today, so I haven't done that. So I'm going to retrace my steps back down. If I can find somewhere suitable to pitch the tent, then I will do. If not, it looks like I'm getting back down to the car and heading home. Either way, you'll either see me with a tent up, or you'll see me back in the car ready to go home and probably pick up a takeaway on the way. Right, we'll see you in a bit, guys. Well, I guess that answers that. That is me back at the car. I had actually convinced myself that I was going to stay out, and I was searching hard for a pitch. There were very few flat pitches at all, and any that I came across that were remotely doable were just absolutely sodden. And that is the first time since starting YouTube that I've ever not found a pitch that I was even remotely interested in. And I've pitched in some pretty dodgy places in my time, but I think it's quite clear I've not been myself today. I didn't enjoy that. I enjoyed the views from the top of both peaks. I didn't enjoy the walk up, and I didn't enjoy the walk down. Could be something to do with my, I'm going to say, illness, my hormone deficiency. I have been suffering a little bit with low mood recently, motivation. Especially this week, I had my long-awaited hospital appointment, and despite the levels of my testosterone, it is just and so in the very bottom end of what is considered normal for the NHS. However, if I was to go to a private clinic, it would be dangerously low. Spoke to the specialist, and despite her saying and agreeing with me that all my symptoms are relevant to low testosterone, she didn't want to prescribe me anything because of the potential side effects, despite what I've got going on. You know, most of the side effects would be positive, i.e. I would have my life back, my sleep patterns back, my energy back, my positive mind back, my drive back. You know, all she said was, yeah, your symptoms match, but I don't like prescribing it because of the potential side effects. I'll see you in 4 months. Oh, by the way, I only want you to do half an hour exercise a week. Not happening. I'd be climbing the walls, man. Absolutely climbing the walls. What's even more annoying, and this is by no means a skit at anybody who is in transition, you know, each to their own, be happy. I have no problem, gay, straight, bi, whatever. But if a young girl can go to the doctors and decide that she wants to be a man, which is fine, after a couple of meetings she can go on testosterone and change into a man, despite the side effects. But me, with all my problems, and it would just take me back to how I should be, no, we're not doing that. So I guess that's part of it. I don't mean to have a twine, but I am gutted. I did really want to get out and camp tonight as well, but there we go. So to cheer myself up, I am going to stop on the way home and get myself a big fat pizza. Hopefully that'll put a smile on my face. But please let me know in the comments, did I make the right decision? Should I have toughed it out? Should I have just stayed up there? You know, the weather is coming in. I don't know whether you can see overly well up the car, but it is raining, it's very misty. And that wind was getting up. I think probably stronger than it was last week when I was on Place Fell. Should I have toughed it out? Or have I just been a wimp? Let me know in the comments. But anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me in this one. And I hope you've enjoyed it a lot more than I have, because I just haven't. So once again, until next time, stay safe. Much love from a Cumbrian lad.